Hey, this is Brad Tipton, and if you are facing foreclosure today, I want to give you the 3 keys to stop foreclosure in its track. So if you're facing foreclosure and you need the keys to stop foreclosure, you are in the right place. You're watching the right video. Again, my name is Brad Tipton. I want to provide you with 3 keys to stop any foreclosure, no matter where it is in the process. And so let's get started with it. Number 1 is this. It's important to understand. The first one is what I call a mindset shift, because it's important to understand that you need to move from the place. And I get it, you're receiving all these emails and letters and texts and notices and stuff, right? It makes you feel like you're what's called on the defense, right? It's on the defense. I need you to have the mindset of being on the offense. And what I mean by that is you have to understand that when the founding fathers set up this country, in America, what they did is they moved from England, right? And over there, the king was in charge. Over there, the barristers or the attorneys were in charge. Over there, the courts were in charge. And those courts were taking people's money, their gold, breaking up their families, taking their properties, and completely running roughshod over them, right? And even religious things. The king, the courts, and the barristers were just completely in charge. And it's overwhelming, right? So what happened is when the founding fathers came over here, they set up a system where the government was not at the top. Now the people are at the top, and the government serves the people. But what happens is these days, things have been all switched around, right? And it's a trick. It's like a magic trick where it's like the courts and the government and all this kind of stuff, they want to operate like they're still over in jolly old England. But this is the United States of America. United States of America, you have authority over the courts. You have authority over the banks. You have authority over the attorneys. You have authority over the system, not the other way around. But what happens is they send you so much stuff, right? It feels like you're on the defense, and it can mess up your mind to the point where you don't realize that you have the authority, right? And step 1 is you got to realize, wait a minute, the banks aren't in control. I'm in control. That's the way the system was set up by the founding fathers. The court is not in control. I'm in control. That's how it was set up by the founding fathers, right? The barrister or the attorney is not in control. I'm in control. That's how it was set up by the founding fathers. So you got to have this switch. So step number 1 is you got to switch your mind and understand that you are the one that's in charge in America, right? It's important. Now, let's move on to step 2. Step 2, I want you to know that they're probably snowballing you, right? Overwhelming and avalanching you with a ton of notices and letters and summonses. There's all kinds of different things in the mail, right? You got to sign for it. They send certified letters and all this kind of different stuff, right? Because they want to make sure you got it. It's so important to understand. And I can't dig into everything right now. And if there's things that I don't cover in this video, just email me and ask me any questions that you want to. My email is bradtipton@yahoo.com. bradtipton@yahoo.com. So when they send you these letters, you'll notice, and the summons and everything, it's always got a time frame connected with it. Get back to us in 30 days. Get back to us in 45 days. Get back to us in 14 days, whatever it is. And you'll notice that they all say, if you fail to get back to us, then you're agreeing that we can foreclose. If you fail to get back, you're agreeing that we can sue you. If you fail to get back, we're going to take you to court, right? So it's your failure to get back that gives them the power. It's your failure to answer that gives them the authority to hurt you, to take your property, to take things away from you. They don't have it. That's why they say, if you don't get back to us, then you're giving us the authority, right? It's your failure to get back that gives them the power. So it's so important that when they send you a notice, and I know if it's 99,000 notices, you still got to respond to them all, because they're hoping that they snowball you so much that you just give up, that you just quit, that you don't respond back. And the moment that you don't respond back, that's how you give them the power to take your house. But if you respond back, they don't have it, and they can never take it. It's so important to understand that you need to reply back properly. Now, here's the thing. You need to reply back. You need to reply back properly, and you need to reply back within the time frame. If you fail to reply back, properly, and you fail to reply back within the time frame, right, you give them the authority to take it from you. You give them the authority to sue you. You give them the authority to foreclose, right? You don't want to do that. So you got to respond back. You got to respond back properly, and you got to respond back in the time frame. If you don't know how to do that, I'm not sure where you are in your journey. I'm not sure where you are in your education regarding these matters. But if you don't know how, email me, bradtipton@yahoo.com. Right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is I get it. They are probably emailing you, texting you, and calling you incessantly, day and night. I want you to know that that is being done on purpose to drive you batty so that you just get so many texts, so many emails, so many calls that you just say, forget it, I'm not going to reply back. But you have to understand that they don't have the power. That's not how the United States is set up. You have the power over the banks. You have the power over the courts. You have the power over the judge. You have the power over all of this. So what they need to do is get or extract the power from you. So the way they do it is they email you, text you, phone call you, and the moment that you stop, the moment that you fail to get back, by failing to get back, you give them the authority to foreclose on you. They need you to participate properly to take your house, to take your property, to foreclose on you, to take you to court. So here's what you do. When they email you, when they text you, just one word, just reply back and say, stop. No other words needed, just stop. And you'll notice that all the texts will stop. When it comes to email, there's 2 words, stop and unsubscribe. Stop and unsubscribe. Write that out, stop and unsubscribe. And then you hit send. That creates a written record of the date and time that, according to federal FCC law, Federal Communication Commission, that they have to stop. And if they don't, then you can sue them for a lot of money for violating the law. So they're going to stop. Now, regarding phone calls, this is a little bit different. And I encourage you to grab a piece of paper, put the video on pause, if whatever you got to do, grab a piece of paper because you're going to need to write this down. So when they call, I know it's crazy and I know it's not fun. And the first thing is like, get off of my phone, put me on here, dude. Right? Take me off your list. Right? That's what you want to say. But it's important to understand that the call is possibly being recorded and it could be used against you in court. So you want to make sure that if it's used in front of a judge, that you come across as being like this sweet, nicest, most cooperative person in the whole wide world, right? So you want to be looking downstream in case it gets in front of a judge. You want to be pre-positioning that judge to do what you want, that you're the sweetest guy, sweetest lady in the world. So when the call comes, the call will be like something like this. Hi, this is Mike from ABC Mortgage. I'm the debt collector, and you owe us $99,999.99, and my ID number is 134567889. And is this Joe Smith? You're like, whoa, wait, right? You're like, this is Joe Smith. Now, who are you again? What is your first and last name? My name is Mike from ABC Mortgage. Mike, thank you. What is your last name, Mike? Well, I can't give my last number. My customer ID number is 1234579. What is your customer ID number, please, Mike? 123456789. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And what company are you calling from, Mike? I'm calling from ABC Mortgage. We're here to collect the debt you owe us, $999,999.99. Right. I understand. What is your company name again, Mike? ABC Mortgage. Great. So it's Mike from ABC Mortgage and employee ID number 1234579. Is that right? Yeah. Mike, quick question. Is this call being recorded? Yes, you're on a recorded line. Great. Great, Mike. Just want to make sure it was being recorded to protect both of us. So you say, Mike, sounds like you're looking to collect a debt. Is that correct? Yes, you owe us $999. You're wondering when you're going to pay it, right? You go, let's do it. Say, Mike, I want to make sure I get this thing settled as soon as possible. But I don't know you, and I want to make sure I get this settled properly. So it's important to put everything in writing. So, Mike, would you please mail me to my mailing address? I already mailed you. We mailed you 3,000 or 4,000 times. You didn't. I understand. I'm not sure, Mike. I'm not sure if it's arriving properly or not. But let me do it this way. Would you please mail it to me at 12345 Main Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53202? Well, we got address number 987654321, right? Right. Commerce Lane, right, in Iowa. That's not my address, Mike. My address is 1234 Main Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53202. Can you mail that to me there, to my attention? Yes, I can. Mike, great. When will that be mailed out? You think today or maybe tomorrow? When do you think it'll be mailed out? Well, I don't know. I can't explain it. Maybe tomorrow. I can't get anything else out today. I understand. So you're thinking tomorrow? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah. Okay, great. So make sure you mail that to me at 1234 Main Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53202. Mike, would you do me one more favor, please? I don't know. I can't do favors. I'm not sure if I can do favors. I understand. Mike, would you do me a favor? Would you please put me on your do not call list? Would you add me to the do not call list, please, Mike? Well, what are you saying you want to do? I'm not saying anything. Mike, I'm saying on this recorded line, I'm asking you, would you please put me on your do not call list? Yes. Right? So now you're on the list. Right? And once you're on the do not call list, I'm kind of coming out of character. Once they put you on the do not call list, they can't call you anymore by federal law. So now you won't be emailed, you won't be texted, and you won't be called. Right? Everything will come to you in the mail. Right? So at that point, you say, Mike, thank you so much for mailing that to me, and thank you for putting me on the do not call list. Mike, do you have any more questions for me today, or are we done? You go quiet. Well, I guess we're done. I don't have any more questions. Okay, well, thank you so much, and have a great day. Goodbye now. And he'll probably say goodbye because their protocol is they must be the one to say the last word. They'll say goodbye. Don't hang up. So those are the 3 steps. Step 1, change the mindset. Move from being on the defense to being on the offense, because that's how the founding fathers set it up. Make sure you reply back to all of their written communication. Make sure you reply back properly, and reply back on time. If you're not sure how to do that, then email me, bradtipton@yahoo.com, and I'll provide you with a written path and plan to do that so you get it done right. And lastly, regarding emails, texts, and phone calls, just reply back the way that I just showed you. Now, finally, this is kind of a bonus. If you are facing an active foreclosure case and you've received a summons in the mail, I want you to know that that summons has a time frame on it. It says you've got to answer in 30 days or 45 days or 15, whatever it is. If you haven't answered yet, the time clock is working against you. And it's important to reply back properly. You have to answer the summons. That's their word for it. You have to answer it. By failing to answer it, you give them the power to foreclose. By failing to answer, you give them the power to take your house, to take your property. You don't want to do that. But they can't do it without your okay. And it's your failure to get back which gives it to them. So you need to reply back. If you're not sure how to do that, email me. I'll walk you through the process and give you a written path and plan to do that so you do it properly, on time, in the right way. My email is bradtipton@yahoo.com. Well, that's it for now. If you have any questions or something that I didn't cover, just let me know. Shoot me a question. I'll answer, and I'll help any way that I can. I've done it for the last 11 years. I've worked with over 7,000 clients, and I'm happy to work with you. So thanks so much, and have a great day. Talk to you later.